Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It is 7:31. I'm late because the Switch needs to update. Said there was a thingy that it must update, so I let it. Anyway, so we don't want to load the autosave. I'm pretty sure, because that's just the end of everything. Rather, we want to go to the Spirit of Justice selection screen and then go to the special episode. So, Turnabout Time Traveler. I don't know why it's saying no to start, because we finished the game. So I don't know what's going on with that. But that's okay. Let's enjoy whatever cutscene they have in store for us, shall we?
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back to that blissful moment. It's almost time for the reception, milady. It actually really worked.
Okay, what has Mr. Butz gotten himself into this time? Alright, September 21st, 10:13 a.m. Alright, anything agency. Okay, let me make sure I got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand. Then plug the candle? No, Athena, you got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena. Trucy, what are you and Athena up to? Athena has agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I'm saying no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know? You made your bed, Athena. Now you gotta lie in it. Well, I'm too young to be taking on a life insurance policy already. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office. And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, counting, and scheduling around here? You got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Wright and Athena agency. Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean. If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I ever learned. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Business as slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Oh, I thought it was Maya. I guess it's Larry. Yo, long time no see. Larry? I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Butz. He's, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. You can come in now. All right. How do you do? Hi? That dress, is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Yes, that's the one. Wow, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. Part of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation. Let me see. Well, what is a Sprocket County maid doing here in a wedding dress? So actually, we've decided to get married. You what? not so young anymore, you know? I figured it's finally time to settle down. What? You're getting married? Oh, I don't believe it. Besides, why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame you. But green's really not your color, you know? All right, Larry, lay it on me. In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like, love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie? Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. I'm in love with Soren. Not you. Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby, weren't you running away with me so we could get married? As I said, you misunderstood. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. Ooh, this is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. For what? That's it. We can't be together. My life is over. I'm gonna end it all. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yeah, we had to, because we're lovers on the lam. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on here? To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? They think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room, and that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick. Me and Ellie were gonna elope. We're gonna put it all on the line for true love. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. Please help me. Police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run for the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released by police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury to death in the wedding reception hall after a banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous. If you see them, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, brother. Guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Oh, Nick, what's it gotta do? Please dump me hardcore. I'm the one who should be crying. Oh, I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? Really gotta stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Maurice Denum. But you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip, right? Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? You know, I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. Mildly popular 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute stuff all over this jacket. Huh? That heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop. He's the main character in my latest picture book. A little soul pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of more. Cute Piglet. You can see this adorable fellow makes his debut in Cute Piglet's Lovey-Dovey Lark. In stores now. Are you sure? I've never seen that book in stores, now or ever. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will you? Thought you were taking the picture book over my store. Anyway, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you. Didn't murder anyone. Swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress. No Cyclops. I guess that means she's telling the truth. Oh, yeah, fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh? You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. I'm not sure I follow. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten. Now, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... Oh, what's going on? Mr. Wright, your police car's outside. Not just one or two, but a whole bunch. Daddy, a whole squad of officers has the building surrounded.
This is the police. There's no escape. Drop your weapons and go. Your hands up.
Oh, Nick, what do we do? Heck if I know. See a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3. 44, 45. Talk about overkill.
Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. Sure, this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Who in the heck are you? Detective? Now, hold on there. Yeah, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait!
I think of this guy. Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Emma? Sorry for all the commotion. So what in the world is going on? Well, I raced on over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butz who'd hold himself up in here, with the murder suspect already made off of there, and the fleet of patrol cars. Police are being extra careful, because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb." Sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Well, the police are being so persistent, I had to do something. So I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. Suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm gonna take on this case or not. But I know you will, because it's you. Guess I got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? And skip out on me? Well, you just started practicing your repertoire, you know? Huh? You'd better stay and practice the truth, Athena. Promise is a promise, after all. Oh, that's cold, boss. Gotta get me out of this. Can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. I'm begging you. And she's getting away. You get back here, Athena. Guess the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Guess we better get back to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Just for that whole time traveling business she was talking about. Yeah, you do find the crazy ones, don't you? No stepladder hiding in here, right? Okay, what do you think about your own hat? Why is Apollo's jacket still here? Is this before the crane incident? Well, your law books. I mean, you have a point. What with Charlie? Alright, I think that's so confusing. Like, how did he manage to make a living for like 6 years or whatever as a piano player when he literally can't play? Imagine the look you'd get if you were in a wedding dress in a prison. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? I think it's going to offend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet. What? Oh, she looks so sad. And way cuter with her hair actually like poofed out like that and not slicked back. Frying pan? You're not gonna take my case? Okay. She became like 3,000 times cuter once she let her hair down. Now she's getting angry. Oh no. Oh my. That's why. Did I do something wrong? That's why. Please calm down. Listen, I tell you. Police won't believe me. Neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell. Okay, I love that she hits those together. Oh, that's good. All right, I'll do it. Take your case. Just please stop crying. Really? You will? The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. I really have a choice. Guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm to my years of work at the moment. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this together. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Yeah, there, it's gonna be okay. No, try to pull yourself together. All right, just give me a moment. Oh man, her makeup. I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. That is impressive. How's our camera today? Anything good about it? Well, they want to know who visits. Alright, talk to me. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident. Alright. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Any idea why he'd attack you? No, but... But what? Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married. Jeez, jealous much? What a loser. Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me out of the Vista deck and was going to push me off. How frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life, which should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. That pendant? Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love. And so you made a wish on it. Now you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I begged the pendant, please take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked. It brought me back to just before the So that's the time traveling thing you mentioned back in my office? I'm sorry, but I had to say, it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelievable? Like, she's so much cuter like that. Not the crying part, but you know, the hair and everything. You knew you'd never believe me. Nick. Ellie here's an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Do you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Sure, Larry. Sure. But it's really true, I tell you. Pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help and it really did send me back in time. Is she listening to herself? I mean, we didn't experience the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Can you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright, so when and how did you come under suspicion for murder? After the reception, the second reception, I mean. I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself. Oh, cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day? For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet. I see. I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room. It was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over or break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern. So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right? That's right. Just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. And since my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I killed him. So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen. Then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time. Time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing, too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked. Yes, good idea, Larry. You and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right? That's right. We've only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say no at all. Oh, Ellie, how can you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together. Yeah, I'd cry too if Larry had a thing for me. You're wrong, Larry. I've never been so right, baby. It's as plain as the goatee on my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like? His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He's truly my destiny. You say Soren Sprocket? As in... That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation. Wait, he's in line to take over the company? Nothing but a rich spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice. Clearly. Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There's no comparison. Oh, Ellie, you're breaking my achy, breaky heart. So she's marrying into money, huh? I can't believe Soren chose me. A simple house servant. My knight in shining armor. My prince. Oh, my Soren. So where is he right now, then? You think about that at all? Where's the dude? So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen? It was... Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind. You did? Then that person, he must be the true culprit. Do you see who it was? I'm afraid not. Told anybody else about this? Told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. Said it was all just a dream. Can't exactly say I blamed them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't me. Of course it wasn't. Guess I've asked her all I can for now. Spick and span, spick and span. Ellen, what are you doing? I'll make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. Can't have my future hubby coming into a dirty room now, can I? Be spotless just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span. So being wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we better get to the crime scene right away. What, you're coming too? Of course I am. If I solve a crime and reveal the true killer with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next stop, the mooring dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go! Hey, you want to see my attorney badge? So, who wants to take bets on Soren being the killer, or what? Oh, sorry. Yes, please stop talking. The Flying Chapel. It's a dirigible. Where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that's wow, looky there. What is it? I spotted me a cute mamacita. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artist after all. Oh, miss. Yoo-hoo. Thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh, well, I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. Take a quick look around until then. What's with the bench? Bench hit that sign, huh? Hopefully he didn't hit a person, too. Catastrophe. Guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, I'd better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture, too. Look at the sign. They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. Big gusts sent the bench flying into it. Okay. Repair guy was saying, "Don't touch, it's dangerous." Thanks for the heads up. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. The airship's huge. Didn't mean to say that out loud. I've never seen airships like this up in the sky. Gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you see them up close like this. Hey, sorry about that. Actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man. I wasn't on my game today. So now you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait, what's that? Flying chapel? Do you mean to tell me... Yep, Ellie's reception was on that airship. Whoa, sky-high reception hall. That's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that airship fly to the sky, but the space-time continuum, too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip, though. Yeah, check out the airship for yourself with this pamphlet. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. Dick Gumshoe. Edgeworth? Edgeworth. Yep. That red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy. I trust you've been well, right? Oh, wait, what? Surprise! Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth confession, wasn't it? Maya, what are you doing here? Larry called me up. Said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. That's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Maya, I know this is something, but please marry me. That's a quality face from Maya right there. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride anyway. Wow, poor Larry. It's a new low even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriend's never hurt anybody, right? More power to him. We're gonna get an intro. Yeah. We're skipping this. Alright, so this is after the Crane, isn't it? New and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Heck yeah. Look at you, Maya, all grown up and cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I missed out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgeworth, heard that car belonged to you? Why did you become Maya's chauffeur? This is nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. The other ran her down. This is Miles Edgeworth. A friend of mine and the district's chief prosecutor. Heard he's been busy lately. So what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Clearly, he's the prosecutor. Oh. Well, I mean, his car must be new, right? Yeah. Can't believe Edgeworth's still driving around that bright. Maybe somebody pimped it out by slapping a cravat on it or something. Like, that would be really funny, actually. We're going to unpimp the auto. Just so you know, right, I'm the lead prosecutor in this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So we'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right? What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Wow, Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout? Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and the judicial worlds. To the point when no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? Quite the opposite. The prosecution's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates would loathe the prosecutor's Sprocket. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. But that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that. Not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They're only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you. Edgy, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor, sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, right? Don't hold back. Not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Guess that explains your brows more furrowed than last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy, including you. As flexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries. No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry. Me? I'd like you to come with me. We have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But, Edgy, we're old pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Nick, help me out here. Is it just me? Or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever? Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. No, Nick, we better hop to it too. Hop to what? Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is gonna be fun. Fun, huh? Yeah, it's been a long time though, since we were last together like this. All right, to the crime scene then. Yeah, and away we go. Not every day you get to see an airship up close like this. I'm pretty psyched. Me too, if it wasn't for the fact that it's the scene of a murder. Oh, right. I forgot about that part. Does Maya have something to say about this too? Wow, that sign really got smashed up. And there were some really high winds yesterday. They say that the bench was blown right into the sign. Wow, wish you could see that. If you'd been there, you would have gotten blown away by the wind too, you know? That sounds kind of fun, actually. Don't tell me you never tried to use an umbrella to fly when you were a kid. I think I'll take staying alive over fun, thank you very much. I did. I definitely tried to do that. Jumping off small porches with umbrellas. That one little tower is all that's keeping the airship from being blown away? Apparently. Must be sturdier than it looks. You know what it reminds me of? A single mom raising 3 kids while holding down a full-time job! Sure. Where did that analogy even come from? So high winds yesterday, huh? That sounds like probably what we need to, deal with. Might as well jump right in, I guess. What do you think? Well, let's see. I think the inside of Mr. Edgeworth's car smelled heavenly. Apart from Edgeworth's car. Do you have any ideas about the case? Can't think of a thing. What do we waste all this time with thinking for? There's investigating to be done. I can't wait to see what evidence we'll find. You seem really excited. You bet, Nick. The dynamic duo's back in the saddle again. Let's go round him up, partner. All right, let's get to it then. I do like working with Maya. What do you think we should do, Maya? Isn't it obvious? We start by investigating every single place that's anything to do with the case, and then grill every single person involved. Enthusiasm is kind of overwhelming. No, go forth, Phoenix, right? Search out the truth. Well, don't just stand there. Say something. Yes, ma'am. Louder. Yes, ma'am. That's more like it. Oh, they're so cute together. To the reception hall. No. So this is the reception hall. According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Yikes. Pretty high up. But at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here. Mr. Wright? Maya? Does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. You mind if we take a look around? You might guess. Pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. Remember the days where they didn't let us investigate? Or like we had to wait for them to go away and then like sneak in? Or like bribe Gumshoe? Life sure has gotten better in Phoenix. Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So do you think you could give us a rundown? Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuted, I expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday, on September 20th. Happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 7 to 10, huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you? Time traveling? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Forget it. Pretty much the response I expected. The victim's name is Dumas Gloomsbury. Dumas Gloomsbury? He was a servant in the Sprocket family household. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means two of them were co-workers? Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant after all. Very serious about his work, also a very closed and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. It makes police think Ellen killed this man. The guy was essentially her boss. We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands. Well, why would a bride, which is about to start a happy new life, kill someone? Do the police even have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. Why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first? Or she was only trying to protect herself? Wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. Good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edgeworth up its sleeve to counter that claim. Wow, servant girl marrying the future president is such a huge company. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. So what was the murder weapon, Emma? This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? That's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. It was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence? There was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. Hello, Nick Delicious and Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome to some Ace Attorney. Technically the Apollo Justice trilogy, but it's the special DLC episode with no Apollo at all. We're on a dirigible, giant blimp, investigating a murder that happened right after a wedding. And Maya's with us, as you can see. What a funny looking clock. They call it the Timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. Time machine, huh? Come to think of it, Ellen said her pendant was part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism of this thing works. Pega cow. Pega cow and Pega bowl lantern. Very nice. Cow on the left, bull on the right. Pegamoo mascots. Nice. Before I do that, let me just... So that's the Pega cow and that's the Pega bull. Interesting that they both have horns, but I guess it's the Pegasus nature of them. The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on, so she was working as a living maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. Is the DLC only in the trilogy included? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. It's the DLC for the last game, for the Spirit of Justice, but I don't know if it was released as part of the trilogy, though. I haven't looked into it. I assume it was released as, like, a DLC episode thing, like, after the original game came out. She's working as a living maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. Probably find out, though. Turn about Time Traveler. Special episode. Released as an extra downloadable, fully fledged case after the initial release of the main game. Yeah, so it's not DLC exclusive. So it was on the 3DS, available as a separate download. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? Guess it's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all his other relatives were strongly opposed. That didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yep. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spend all my spare time in Korean watching soap operas on TV. Pretty sure 3DS DLC. I mean, they had the store, right? The 3DS. Like, it could connect to, like, Nintendo Online Store thing, lose it or whatever. Or was it like you could download from, like, special spots and things? I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment, too. From the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who oppose their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, marriage is most definitely off now. Alright, why is the cow here? I mean, I'm just reading what a wiki says. And it says the release has an extra downloadable. So I don't know if it says anything about like I don't know if it says I don't want to like read too much on any of the wikis because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But it was available for $6. According to a capcomusa.com article I just found. Curious if it says like you can grab the DLC via the in-game menu for $6.99. So it must have been available for the EU because it wasn't like a download through the shop. Maybe it was a download from the in-game menu. I mean, I assume it would use some shop, but I never actually owned a 3DS, so I only know like stuff that I know about it from other people and everything. So not in German stores. Yeah. Well, that just means you get to enjoy the case here for the first time with me for the first time. We can share the moment together. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken. That's not a cow, Nick. That's Pegasus, the flying horse. No way, it's definitely a cow. Got horns and everything. But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. It's Pegasus, I tell you. Huh. Well, you know, pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Oh, apparently it's called a pegamoo. I did not see that coming. Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh, that's strange. What is? Well, this pegamoo is definitely a male pega bull, right? Yeah, I'd say so. What, with the horns and all. Okay, well, that pegamoo over there is also a pega bull. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says pega bull, but the other one says pega cow, a female pegamoo. Right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have pegamoos for the happy couple. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here. Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room? Hard to believe a fancy place like this made that kind of blunder, though. Interesting. Maybe Doom and Gloomsbury was in love with Soren. Maybe. In any case, we better check this thing out. That is a very bloody What is that? Ugh, it's covered in blood. Have we gone in there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood? That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. What is this little thing? Huh, what do you think this is, Maya? Looks like a flower petal to me. What an unusual shape for a flower petal. Suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? I don't see a single flower like this at the end of the tables. I wonder where it came from. It's a good question. He was murdered elsewhere, maybe. That's where the body was found. The first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it. Oh, he had a note. And the note is still here. Yeah, what's this? Let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. Looks like a note outlining the murder plot. Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me. Looks like they wrote it in a rush. Why do you say that? Because their writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention when my hand is on the page. So I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. Okay, I don't smudge my handwriting this badly. Alright, let's get back to the note. Okay, our killer is right-handed, or at least our plotter is right-handed. No, it's apparently written by the victim. Why do you feel the need to write the instructions himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it? I sometimes write a note for myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, fine. Maya, craving curry rice or something? Oops. Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions? It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there. They planned on pushing Ellen off from there? What a monster. Guess that about does it for this lantern. What else do we got? Look at the horns on this flying bovine. Must be a bull. This made it through the ceremony. But look at those wheels. I bet you can be rolled around rather easily too. Yeah, I bet it'd be quite a hassle to lift and carry them everywhere. What the backside looks like. What's that by the bottom of his tail? Wheel handle? No, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs. See, they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. Guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? Makes sense to cut costs where you can. Overall, can't say I see anything strange about this thing. Okay, we'll both clock. Is this a door or what? A sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit. They gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception. They agree and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. Didn't actually get all that much time to enjoy the dinner. Aw, wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to dig in. They say brides send out an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. Those tight corsets squeeze in their waist, they can barely eat a bite. Really? Sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. Only in silent can laugh. Guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. True. What is this thing? That's the Vista deck out there. But the view is amazing. I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? Yeah, kinda. Most because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. Okay, what's this thing? Must be where the time machine was placed. I can't believe that's such a beautiful memento was used for a murder. It's just awful. Nick, the prove Ellen's innocence, no matter what it takes. I agree. Can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. I think that about does it. Okay. What about the fly bits? Model airplane. Perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. True. And a propeller plane this one's a great old-timey feel. Oh, I love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. You picture it? The Steel Samurai? Zipping through the clouds over near old Tokyo? If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I can see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Please at least wait until after the trial is over. What about the balloon? Hot air balloon. Symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. A romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah. But I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. Sure, it's fine. Okay. Is there nothing else? Oh, right. Look around a bit. Oh, someone left a purse? Notepad? What is this? Oh, it's Larry's. Looks like a business card wallet. Wonder whose it is. Face looks awfully familiar. Yeah, it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. There's a little clock sometime. What's over here? One big partition screen. Industrial size even. But it costs an industrial sized mess if it fell over. And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. But then who's going to test how stable it is? Leave it alone, please. Maya has a point. It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Aw, spoil sport. That's because I know how you operate. Hello, that huge set of doors. But all sorts of things go through there. Like an elephant. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure it's just the bride and groom banquet hall, not a circus. More fog machine. It's a fog machine. When do they use it during the reception? Oh, hey Nick, go stand over there for a sec. Why? Just cuss, now go. All right. Got a bad feeling about this. Fogmaster 9000 on! Maya, no! Huh? Nothing happened. So it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it! All I want to do is surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Okay. Maybe this explains the foggy night thing and everything. Okay. I guess that just about does it for the crime scene. Hey, Nick! I want to see the rest of the airship. Might as well, since we're here. True. Might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Is this Soren? Nick! How long has that guy been standing there? I didn't even notice him until just now. Yeah, excuse me. Are you at Sprocket Aviation? Right-handed. Very nice. Huh? Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane. I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Or to put another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation. So he's Ellen's fiance? Oh good, he's autistic. Well, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. Here he's the genius inventor behind many of the Sprocket Aviation's business successes. Inventor, huh? Yep, he even designed this airship. That's pretty impressive. Nick, no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen. Oh, right. I think he was heading outside. Actually, wait. Does she have anything to say about him? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Delicious snackoos. It's a really long. Oh, she looks so sad. Look how sad Emma looks. Snacking her snackoos. Will she take another one though? That's the real question. Nah, she just chews them forever. That's a really long. It's a really long animation or discussion. Okay, so this is not an examine situation. I guess we go to the mooring dock then? Yep, okay. Thought we were gonna stay inside the airship, but whatever. There he is. Excuse me. Can we talk to you? Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask what you're doing? He sure is riding up a storm. It is possible. If an enormous change in mass could be detected at observation, but theoretically not that can retain its form even across the event. Oh, he's talking about black holes. Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen. Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So could we ask about the case? Ow. Not interested. Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiancée. She's under arrest, you know? The diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move matter comprised of that amount of mass. He's off in his own little world. I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. Was that to talk on his level then? There's something he might be interested in. Okay. Mr. writes everything down. You want to explain this guy? Does this bring anything to mind? Even some small, vague detail would do. Swoosh. Yeah. This guy really doesn't want to talk, does he? How about the timekeeper? There we go. What are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket. Can't read him at all. Not even with an item as loaded with sentiments as this. Alright, time travel it is. Could you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say that you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening? Oh boy. It's not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimony anyway. We'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind. I don't know a thing about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy is the worst! Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. Guess that got your attention. So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it is also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall, that is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfere with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again. Maybe we better ask him some more about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum will be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel is a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they're all fundamentally similar, that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, Sprocket Aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as a man's next great leap. Is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick? Basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-thru to it, I guess. Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is launch humanity to the future. Launch, not lunch. Do you really believe that time travel is possible? Only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Well, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. Full of hope for the future. More passionate than I thought, too, when it comes to inventions, anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. So I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Master Soren. It is time for the meeting on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? You are the future president. You must consider the business side, too. It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick, a butler! I didn't know they actually still existed. But they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, my FA, I'm a spear medium. Oh, so does you. I'm most grateful to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. Don't mention it. So, hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch. Oh, this. Just a bit of a good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. I guess it makes sense knowing that time is pretty important in this line of work. Guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badges to me. There's little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh, boy, Nick, a fancy high society tea party with high-class snacks and everything. And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house? I don't know. You really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place. All right. You win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor then. Nothing new, right? All right. To the foyer we go. Look at the high society. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Well, I'm so excited. Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward that he's dropping here. I take it you want to ask me some questions. That's why you invited us here? I am sorry to have tricked you like this, but this is a murder after all. Couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation. Aww, I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks too. There, Maya, don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man. Hey, Nick, look at that cute vintage radio. Radio? Oh, that thing over there under the stuffed bull's head. I'm gonna take a closer look. Oh, goddamn, Maya. I told you to settle down. I'm sorry. Not to worry. Wow, well, Mech fixed it right up. I'm not the only butler, but I'm also Sprocket's Aviation Repair Department Director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though. That's so cool! Wish I had one of those. Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. Must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. So I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I could look around and see what I can find out while I'm here, too. I mean, I'm mostly interested in this thing that's just sitting on the ground. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Oh, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel key card. The Flying Chapel. What areas on the Flying Chapel require a key card, if I may ask? Most of the areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. So you can't enter those areas without a key card? That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's key card doing here? Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred? I don't believe so. She was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Though there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Was that man wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. Also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. I knew it. And the only question is, what was he doing here? You got some splaining to do, Mr. Butz. Those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if we have a look at that photo? Be my guest. Take as long as take a long as look as you'd like. Nice. What do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? Thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. Wow, look at how beautiful Ellen is here. Oh, yeah, and there's the Pega bull on the wrong side. Interesting. She looks a little nervous. Look, there's Pierce. Really? Where? Right there, behind the sweethearts table. Yeah, you're right. He was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner. What do you think, Nick? Anything in this photo stick out to you? No, not at the moment, anyway. Hey, Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photos of the second reception? You know, after the time jump? I wonder. Excuse me, sir? Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? Ew. No, I have the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Climbed out faster than a clam. Interesting. Did they stage a fake time travel? Huh. Probably his mom. Looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? Wonder who she is. We didn't see her up on the airship. That is Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Oh, it's his sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. Yeah, I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about it. Alright. Nick, look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round. They got an aviation thing going on. Makes sense for an airline family. What if it doubles as a fan? No. What if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? The wall would open up so a plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? That's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull across the way? I know. Maybe it's the rest of them. That must be where the Sprockets get their milk. Yeah. First of all, that's a beef cow. And second, bulls don't make milk. Right. So I'm trying to play along. They make a different kind of milk, Maya. A milk that you don't want to drink. A milk of monster. It's a bridal bouquet. Hey Nick, how'd I throw it? And you try to catch it. Why me? Just because. But you look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it. Doesn't tradition dictate that's the ladies to go after the bouquet? Who cares? Just catch it. Here. Ow. Hey, you threw that right at my face. Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me. Why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. But I already caught it. Whoops, too late now, huh, Nick? Don't you dare touch that radio again. It's an expensive antique. What are you worried about? The brakes again? Pierce would just fix it up again. I really hope it's nice enough to wait for a repair bill. A bull. Come to think of it, there's a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel, too. The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is the symbol of Sprocket Aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know? Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo in the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it? Yeah, I get it. He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's a rain bull, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, for the lamest of puns. Okay, so we'll talk to Pierce and then show him a picture of the sister. About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. Guess you'd call it a gut feeling. I see. Guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Gloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that's the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you're mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. I realize how callous I sound. My duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I would do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as Sprocket family butler. You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well. Did you think? Yeah, could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. But when the members of the extended family and I discover the crime. Talk about time travel first. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There's no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said that time travel was possible, though. Master Soren said that. Sounds like he is still stuck in the past. Psychologically stuck, I take it. Excuse me? What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madame will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready just in case. You must not disappoint her, understand? You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell us about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me. This is something I should be sharing with strangers. I really want to know. Oh, so his sister's dead. I mean, we knew because he said was, but that's why. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall, and that's when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. The bloody murder weapon, huh? That wasn't bloody at all. None other than Miss Ellen. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like. That's right, she just happened to find the body. I don't know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. And that's what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the one who reported to the police, huh? Intriguing. Curious about the police story now a little bit. Bloomsbury. How could he do something so deranged? It's truly a shame. As a servant, he was a cut above the rest. Mr. Bloomsbury worked under you, correct? Were there any signs that he was going to do anything like that to Ellen? No. He gave no indication whatsoever. If only I'd realized what he was up to sooner. I see. Here's the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? All right, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past? Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. So why isn't she becoming the next president? Because she died in a car accident. What? I have no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then. He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside of him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spent all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. It was high time he let go of the past. Hey, Nick, what are you doing here? Larry? Oh man, Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Q Piglet. Hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it. Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Now, it's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See? And this is why you'll never be rich. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Was I? What were you doing there? Nothing. Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of. Never mind that. You see anything that had to do with the case? Actually, wait a minute. There's candles in the way where Larry would be sitting. That's gonna be important. Scratch that. Let's start with you. You weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry. Hey, he took off! I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the Butz. Come on, Maya. After him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. There's no rotation. No, there isn't. But I do wonder if I show him the Butz business card. No, okay. Where would Larry go? Reception hall, maybe? Nope. Did he run back to the mooring dock? Yes, he did. Okay. Figure it's that at the agency. There he is. Hey, Larry. Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here. Nothing fancy about it. All we do is follow you. Tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. Bolt of inspiration for my new picture book hit me and I had to run is all. It was like a epiphany. You dig? Right. He's just gonna keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? I am curious though now that, like, mentioning the agency. Is Athena and Trucy hanging out back here? No. Alright. What did you see on the airship, Larry? Larry, I know you were on that airship. What did you see? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I'm never on that stupid airship. Yeah, that's an easy one to break. You say something? The spiritual power of this Magatum allows me to see the mystical locks that appear when someone's trying to hide something from me. Yeah. Okay, we don't need this. We know. We've played this game a lot. I know that they released this, like, they released the DLC as like its own standalone thing, so like reintroduce stuff. But I really wish that it had like some method of detection against like, oh, you have played many episodes so far. We won't give you the tutorials.
Take that!
No time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick, you got it all wrong. Got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Oh, Larry, even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
And you're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. All those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. You have to lie, at least do a better job of it. Don't diss me, Nick. If you're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on that stupid old airship anyway? Season proof. Got any? Doubling down, are ya? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on the airship.
Take that!
Oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? Found in the reception hole. Time to come clean, Larry Butz. What exactly are you hiding? All right, fine, you got me. I'll tell you everything. Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me. Huh? You know you took on real jobs like that too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. And that's how you met Ellen? Uh-huh. I mean, I'd see her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person... The way she smiled at me and said thank you... felt like I've been hit by lightning. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So are you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I'd say. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. Must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it. Brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. Like... Get a load of this. What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. Sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So it's so incredible about a cabin. Look at what was outside the window. One of those flying dinosaurs. Real live pterodactyl. Looked at the cabin window and there it was. Just flying out there. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. What? And I told that Pierce Butler guy about it. He told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. Why would he try to keep you from spouting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you? Of course not. Eddie would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around on the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I can see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head as he heard about this. Pterodactyl. So Larry also experienced the time slip somehow. How's that possible? Hey, Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Swiped back by Larry. Yeah, this is for you. What is it? It's a picture of the hold. Took it when I was wandering around the airship. Look, there's a cow and a bull in this picture. See, there's Ellie right there in the middle. The hold? Yeah, see? Right here on the diagram. Ah, they didn't time travel. They swapped rooms. So now I know where the hold is, but what was Ellen doing there? What they were using as a prepping area for the reception. I see. And around when did you take this? Before the reception. Dude, well, Ellie was getting everything ready. So this was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. By the way, Larry, heard that sorry, I almost called him voyeur. Heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. So how do you get in there? That's a trade secret. Can't tell you. And the hits just keep on coming. I guess that basically is a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen too. Well, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center. You can say hi. Does he say anything about like the sister being a babe or something? Yeah, he totally is about to. Who's she? Who's this lovely vision? Larry, this is Soren's older sister. She died in a car accident. No, how could such a beautiful flame have been snuffed out like that? Well, if she were alive today, I could have made her happy. That's funny. Thought you were in love with Ellen. Don't get me wrong, Nick. I just want to make all the pretty ladies of this world happy. That's all. I think you're the one getting it wrong. He just wants to live the life of Genghis Khan, all right? That's all he wants to do. He wants all the ladies. Oh, she's not here. No, why? Please understand that this is in the Master Sworn's best interest. Oh, it's Pierce. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. The next president cannot be married to a criminal who disgraced Sprocket Aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us? If it isn't Mr. Wright. So their marriage is definitely off? There's no other choice. Cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Sworn and the Sprocket family, this is what is best. No. In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you're right. Afraid that would be impossible. That's not true. Not for Nick. He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured, I'll prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean. I swear I am. Obsessively, compulsively clean. I mean, right? Just as clean as Pierce's pure white dress. Fine, you may have my word, but you'll be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you will excuse me. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. Okay, what did you find out? In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been seen standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands. Wasn't what it looked like. It's true, I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. I was hoping I could go back in time again like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. You were so desperate you were ready to try anything. Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. No. As for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. I see. The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Really? What did he see? Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. What? Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nicoti told Larry to keep quiet about it. Look at this face she's making. Why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. Time machine, to be exact. Do you think that's why nobody could confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. But speaking of your in-laws, we did manage to find your key card at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said to keep an eye on it for you. Oh, thank goodness. I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. Looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it. These their tears of joy this time for a change. Well, Nick, looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right, I swear that while Mr. Gloomsword was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time. Great. With Doji Skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow. We're really gonna have our work cut out for us. To be continued. Save our progress. Yep. Chasing after the butts. Alright. That'll be it for tonight. Solid almost 2 hours. And I imagine it's probably going to take a bit more time, I would think. Like, I don't know where to go. Sorry, there was a whatchamacallit, a table of contents open. And apparently there's 1, 2, let's see, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 days of this. So there is, okay. There's trial, investigation, trial, it looks like. So we'll get to enjoy that soon. But for now, we'll call it a day. And I hope you all have a good rest of your night, rest of your day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you all later. So take it easy, enjoy yourself, and we'll go drop you off where I'll probably be for the rest of the night. So see you over there. Bye for now, everyone, and take it easy.